What up, y'all? Let me see if I could do this right. Let me see if I could do this right. Let me see if I could do this right. While I got y'all attention. This is another lovely episode. It's okay not to be okay. I know y'all heard that. I should have did something different, but oh well. I'm glad y'all, hey. Regret. Regret is to feel sad, repentant, or disappointed over, and it has in parentheses, something that has happened or been done, especially a loss or a missed opportunity. That's the verb. The verb of regret is to feel sad, repentant, or disappointed. The noun of regret is a feeling of sadness, repentance, or disappointment over something that has happened or has been done. Let's see. Similar words. Let's see. For some reason, when you are using it in a polite formula, it's to express an apology or, for or a sadness at an occurrence. Look, let me preface this by saying it's 3-something in the morning. I should be going to sleep. So normally when y'all hear me yawn, I'll be like, dang, I shouldn't be yawning. Regrets. But it's 3-something in the morning, and it's a lot on my mind. All right, so they're going to tell you in life you shouldn't live with regrets, and there should be like no regrets or what have you. That's what they going to tell you, that it shouldn't be no regrets. Like you shouldn't feel regret. There should be no regrets on your part at all. That's what they're going to tell you in life. You feel me? There are 4 major kinds of regret. There are foundation regrets. These regrets represent failures to be responsible, conscientious, or prudent, and they leave you thinking, if only I had done the work. If only I had done the work. That's a foundational regret. A lot of those regrets tend to be tied to finance and health. There are boldness regrets. There are also moral regrets. And there are definitely connection regrets. Regret is the emotion of wishing one had made a different decision in the past because the consequences of the decision one did make were unfavorable. Regret is the distress of mind, sorrow for what has been done or failed to be done. they always say you should have no regrets. But I just watched a movie that said it's hard to have no regrets when life is filled with regrets. Regrets might be the one very thing that keeps us alive. Survivor's remorse. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people have survivor's remorse. That is a form of regret. And that has nothing to do with them. You got survivor's remorse because your peer group wasn't able, or, unfortunately didn't have certain sets of favor in their outcome. You know what I'm saying? So, like, regret comes in many forms. I can't say I regret exactly how I handled certain situations. I just do regret placing myself in situations to where I had to handle them a certain way. I should have kept certain situations what they were. I should have respected other situations for what they weren't. I should have known when to hold them and known when to fold them. I should have known exactly how to play my cards. But, fun fact about me, I'm not good at playing cards. I get emotional. I get irrational. I can't handle a lot of things. My temper get in the way. Like, it exposes a bad side of me. And I'm not going to act like it does not. Yes, y'all are hearing a lot of things in the background. Oh, well. In this life, we can carry on a long list of regrets. I've lived the crazy life, man. I've had the girl of my dreams. I've had a potential wife more than 3 times. I've had, like, low-key a girl of my fantasy. I've had everything I could ever ask for when it comes to, like, partnerships. The one common denominator in all of those, maybe with the exception of one, is that I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for what the full level of the responsibility involved. Let's just, for instance, I feel like I could have been a better individual for my son's mom as a youngin'. Like, where was my mind at? I don't know. But in a lot of instances, I really do wish I was in a better mind state, because the sky could have been the limit in that regard with her. By the time I had the proper mind state, her mind was made up in another area, in another direction. You feel me? I've tended to gone through that a few times in my life, where by the time I make my mind up, it's too late. I make my mind up for situations I can't even breathe life into. It's difficult. It's difficult to think about. I have a lot of regrets. I tend to go on the relationship side, but let's just say I regret not answering the phone for my day ones the way I need to, the way I should. I regret not having more conversations with my father because I feel like if I would have talked to him a little bit more and not always, oh, he'll be all right. You know what I mean? Like, and I've been so dismissive towards him that now I'm not going to get the same him that I've gotten in the past. Like, ever since February, he's been different. Do you feel me? And I like that really makes you think like I should have spent more time around him prior to last February. I should have been more invested in family. To be completely honest, I really felt like I was chasing a goal that could have been accomplished on this multimedia phase. That didn't happen. So that's life. You know what I mean? I'm picking up the pieces. I'm still finding ways to try to move forward. But like I said in the episode before, I'm really going through something. I'm going through something I cannot explain. And it's all me. It's all me. It's all mental. It's something I can't quite snap out of. Like, and I'm trying to snap out of it, but I can't. Like, and they saying the only difference between those who can't and those who can is the belief. And I am attempting to walk myself down the belief that I can snap out of this, though. But it's just an immense amount of pressure from like an unspoken side of me. And I also regret not going harder with my music, honestly. I regret not going harder with this podcast. I regret a lot of things because even though you're not supposed to regret anything, if you live a life so detached from everything, then at some point you're detaching yourself from reality itself. I need y'all to rewind that back and jot that down. When you detach yourself from everything and everybody and you feel like you could just detach so easily, you're detaching yourself from reality itself. Now, people can have whatever opinion they want about me. I, frankly, don't give a care about how people think about me. I'm more concerned about how I am going to better myself. Those are the regrets I live with now because I could have been going harder to better myself. I'm so focused on bettering others that if I would have just put 10% of that energy into bettering myself, I would be a better version of myself at these moments. Oh, maybe I understand that. Maybe I don't understand that. But, hey, that's life. I want to thank all of you guys for taking the time out to always tuning in to what I got to say. I promise y'all there will be some sort of visuals coming. To those that aren't feeling like themselves lately, You're not alone. You're not alone, man. I'm growing. I'm going through it, y'all. And I know I'm not alone. There's other people who are going through it. So, like I said in the last episode, we just got to go through a lot of this ugly before the pretty could start emerging itself again. A lot of this ugly going to take place. Like, it's not going to be pretty. That transition is not going to be a pretty transition. It's going to be some days where it's like, ugh. And I need y'all to know that. And I need y'all to understand that. In life, we have our ups, we have our downs. All right? Don't be afraid to roll with the punches. Don't be afraid to roll with the punches. It's going to get ugly before it could get pretty. It is a journey, not a destination. There are going to be some things in life you're going to kick yourself around for long term. There's going to be some things you kick yourself around for short term. It's okay not to be okay. Okay. Don't sue me, Drake. That's my take. I love you all. Thank y'all for everything. I just, as I go through my life and I reflect on certain things, I'm like, I miss a lot of the things that I've gone through. I miss a lot of the people. But that survivor's remorse is necessary for whenever you got to level up. Because you could be like, man, I remember when da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I remember when da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I want you guys to just always be thankful that you get to open up your eyes another day and understand that regret comes with life. You don't have to live with no regrets. Just don't let the regrets do to y'all what the regrets be doing to me. And the regrets be punching me out. I was going to curse, but I ain't got the explicit label on this episode. And I'm trying to be more mindful of that as well. That it be punching me out, man. It be knocking me upside the head. Be slapping me across the face. It gets real aggressive with the abuse. But I know I could train my mind to be stronger than that soon. And I welcome the day where I'm able to properly do so. I love you all. Thank you guys so much. We got to 10,000 in a year. And you know what I'm aiming for this year? I'm aiming for 20 more thousand. So I'm aiming for 30,000 listens for this podcast by next August. You feel me? I want my thing to say 30,000. We did it, Slime. For real. Like, people going to judge you anyway. People going to play you how they want to play you anyway. I think believe it or not, a lot of people care about you more than you believe. But it's this world is painted out so wicked that we don't think that people are looking out for our best interests. We don't know how to feel about anybody because this world paints itself as such a wicked place. that enjoyment seems far-fetched. Enlightenment seems far-fetched. Abundance seems so far-fetched. Inspiration seems so far-fetched. But it's all right there. It's closer than we think. It's within our grasp. It's within our reach. I don't want no one to ever forget that. It is within our grasp. It is within our reach. We can achieve anything we truly put our minds to. We don't need to fall victim of the nonsense that we see on these images on our screens that we watch, that we hear about through hearsay in these neighborhoods, that we've grown accustomed to. We don't need to fall for none of those traps. As long as we can take breaths, we are better than all of that. We have to live with certain regrets in life. We have to. Some of our regrets will make us better people. Some of our regrets might not make us better people, but we got to live with it. We will be wiser people because of our regrets. On that note, I'm going to let y'all go. This has been another lovely, wonderful episode of It's Okay Not to Be Okay. Okay. Don't sue me, Drake. Okay. Hey, don't sue me, Drake.